Beneath the sun, a castle courtyard bursts with life as banners dance and music swells, celebrating the princess's birth. The kingdom rejoices in a symphony of color and sound, a vibrant tapestry woven with laughter and cheers. Radiant with joy, the king and queen emerge, their smiles mirroring the sun as they present their newborn. A wave of adoration sweeps through the crowd, celebrating new life and the promise of a bright future for the realm. Sunlight floods the castle throne room, illuminating kind fairies fluttering around the baby princess. Their shimmering wings create a dance of light, filling the room with warmth and magic. A fairy bestows kindness upon the child, a gentle blessing for her future. Another gifts her with beauty, an ethereal glow enhancing her innocent features. The final fairy grants a gentle heart, promising compassion and understanding. The throne room glows, a soft light promising a bright and hopeful future for the princess. A sudden chill sweeps through the throne room, unseen hands snuffing out the warmth and joy of the castle. Dark magic explodes, painting the air with shadows as an uninvited fairy makes a wrathful entrance. Her face is a grotesque mask of fury and deep-seated resentment, a storm of bitterness brewing within. The fairy's eyes gleam with malice, promising chaos and ruin as she surveys the opulent throne room. Sunlight floods the throne room, illuminating the scene as the unkind fairy's shadow stretches across the stone floor. With a dramatic gesture, the fairy casts her dark prophecy into the light, her words hanging heavy in the air. On her 16th birthday, the princess will prick her finger and fall into a deep sleep, she declares. The king and queen recoil in horror, their faces mirroring the terror that echoes through the silent throne room. In the grand throne room, a kind fairy, her eyes pools of compassion, steps forward, her presence a beacon of hope. Unable to undo the curse, she focuses her magic, a subtle act of defiance against the encroaching darkness. A gentle light radiates from her hands, casting a soft glow, a promise of mercy in the castle. Instead of death, the princess shall sleep, the fairy declares, her voice echoing with gentle power. She will slumber peacefully, the fairy continues, her words weaving a protective spell. Until awakened by true love's kiss, she finishes, the room now bathed in hopeful light. Inside the castle workshop, worry lines deepen on the king's face as he observes the chaotic scene. Sweat-soaked blacksmiths labor furiously, their hammers a relentless force against the spinning wheels. Each strike resonates with the scent of burning wood and the echoes of the king's resolve. Splintered wood and twisted metal litter the floor, grim testament to the destruction. The air is thick with the clang of metal, a discordant symphony of determination and dread. Every hammer blow is a desperate attempt to protect his daughter. Years later, the princess, now a graceful young woman, wanders through the castle gardens. Sunlight dapples through the leaves, illuminating her gentle smile as she walks. Her presence brings life to the lush greenery, embodying kindness and grace. Each step reflects the gifts bestowed upon her, a vision of pure, untainted beauty. On her 16th birthday, the princess ventures into the castle's forgotten wing, her heart pounding with anticipation. Sunlight filters through dusty windows, illuminating cobweb-laden corridors, secrets whispering in every shadow. Intrigue dances in her eyes as she pushes open a heavy, ornate door, revealing a hidden chamber. An air of mystery swirls around her as she steps inside, ready to uncover what lies hidden within. The princess steps into the old tower room, dust motes swirling in the air. Sunlight floods in through a lone window, illuminating the silent space. A beam of light lands on a spinning wheel at the room's center. The wheel stands motionless, a relic of forgotten time. The princess's gaze lingers, drawn to the wheel's mysterious presence. An air of destiny hangs heavy in the old tower room. Sunlight streams into the old tower room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air as the princess gazes at the spinning wheel. Drawn by an irresistible curiosity, she hesitantly reaches out, her fingers trembling slightly as she approaches the ancient device. A beat of silence hangs in the air as her finger makes contact with the needle. A sharp prick, almost imperceptible, breaks the silence. A single crimson drop wells up on her fingertip, a stark contrast against her pale skin. In the old tower room, the princess collapses, her royal robes pooling around her on the dusty floor. A deep, enchanted sleep claims her, her body still and lifeless amidst the ancient stones. The spinning wheel relentlessly turns, its hypnotic rhythm echoing in the silent chamber. Eerie shadows cast by the wheel lengthen and twist, dancing across the cold stone walls. Dust motes swirl in the faint light, illuminated by the ominous glow of the enchanted wheel. The scene is a tableau of stillness and ceaseless motion, of beauty and encroaching doom. A silent wave of magic sweeps through the castle, unseen yet palpable, altering reality with its unseen force. Servants collapse against the cold stone walls, their eyes fluttering shut as slumber overtakes them. Guards freeze mid-stride, their weapons clattering to the floor as the enchantment paralyzes them. Even the vigilant sentinels succumb, their eyes glazing over as the spell takes hold. Upon their thrones, the king and queen nod, their regal heads bowing to the irresistible magic. The castle falls silent, its inhabitants trapped in a magical slumber, their fates hanging in the balance. Years later, thick vines and thorny bushes claw at the castle walls, obscuring its grandeur from the world. The castle, once a beacon of hope, is now a silent sentinel, lost and forgotten in the embrace of nature's relentless advance. A kingdom sleeps, hidden from time, awaiting a hero to awaken its forgotten glory. Nature reclaims what was once magnificent, shrouding the castle in an eerie, timeless stillness. Sunlight struggles to pierce the dense canopy as a brave prince ventures into the perilous forest, his face resolute. Wild animals stir in the shadowed undergrowth, their eyes gleaming with cautious curiosity as the prince rides deeper. The terrain tests his resolve, gnarled roots and hidden pitfalls threatening to unseat him at every turn. He presses on, undeterred, driven by the legend of the sleeping princess and the hope she inspires. Each step deeper into the forest is a step closer to destiny, his determination a beacon in the encroaching shadows. Prince arrives at the castle, sword gleaming. He hacks through thick vines, a path forged in ancient overgrowth. Each swing echoes in the oppressive silence. The castle looms, a silent sentinel of forgotten tales. Vines clutch at the stone, nature reclaiming its domain. The prince advances, a solitary figure against the haunted backdrop. Silent, dusty corridors stretch before the prince, sunlight filtering through high windows, illuminating the castle's decay. Sleeping guards lean against cold stone walls, their armor gleaming faintly in the dim light. Dust motes dance in the air, each a tiny spotlight on the pervasive stillness. Cobweb-draped furniture stands like ghostly sentinels, guarding secrets long forgotten. Shadows lengthen, deepening the sense of mystery and age within the castle walls. The prince moves through the silence, a solitary figure amidst the slumbering castle's grandeur. Dusty sunlight streams through the tower's windows, illuminating a forgotten chamber filled with secrets and hushed beauty. The prince stands frozen, gazing upon the princess, her timeless beauty untouched by the world's harshness. She lies in peaceful slumber upon a simple bed, her expression serene and ethereal, a vision of tranquil dreams. A silent promise hangs in the air as he contemplates the sleeping princess, her fate intertwined with his own. Sunlight streams into the old tower room, illuminating the princess's sorrowful beauty. Moved by her story, the prince kneels beside her, his gaze filled with compassion. A tender moment of decision hangs in the air as he leans closer. He kisses her gently, the narration whispers sealing their intertwined fates. Dust motes swirl in the lone sunbeam, illuminating the aged tower room. The princess's eyelids flutter, breaking a long, silent slumber. Her gaze, clearing slowly, fixes upon the prince, a figure of unexpected salvation. Surprise blossoms on her face, a delicate flower blooming in the dim light. Gratitude floods her features, a profound emotion washing over her after years of stillness. The castle stirs from its long slumber, dust motes vanishing to reveal polished surfaces in the awakening light. Servants blink awake, shaking off the remnants of dreams as they prepare to serve. Vibrant tapestries and gleaming halls emerge, restored to glory. The kingdom breathes again, a phoenix rising from the ashes of its past. Sunlight floods the throne room, illuminating dust motes as the king and queen awaken from their enchanted slumber. Years melt away in a single heart-stopping moment. A voice narrates. As they stir, disoriented, their eyes meet their daughters, radiant and alive, standing before them. A collective gasp echoes as the king cries out, "My daughter!" Tears welling, the queen asks, "It is really you?" Her daughter responds, "Mother, father, I am home." Golden sunlight bathes the castle courtyard, alive with jubilant cheers. Banners flutter, celebrating the princess's miraculous awakening. The triumphant prince is greeted with adulation, his bravery echoing in every heart. Laughter and music fill the air, a symphony of relief and renewed hope. Villagers and nobles alike unite, their faces alight with joy. The kingdom rejoices, a new chapter of peace and prosperity beginning. Sunlight paints the chapel in vibrant hues, illuminating the joyous faces of nobles and commoners gathered for the royal wedding. Floral arrangements burst with color, their fragrance mingling with the soaring voices of the choir. Before the altar, the princess and prince stand bathed in light, symbols of hope for the entire kingdom. A symphony of blessings fills the air, celebrating the union of two souls and the promise of a bright future. Joy radiates from every corner, uniting the kingdom in a shared moment of jubilation and heartfelt celebration. High above, On the castle balcony, the princess and the prince stand together, their clasped hands a symbol of unity. Their radiant smiles ignite the hearts of the cheering crowd below, a promise of hope and prosperity. They promise to rule with kindness and compassion. Booms a distant voice, their pledge echoing through the kingdom. The prince's eyes shine with resolve, meeting the hopeful gaze of the princess beside him. A gentle breeze carries the sound of joyous celebration, blending with the couple's shared laughter. The castle stands tall, a beacon of strength and serenity as the kingdom welcomes its new era. Beneath a boundless sky, the princess and prince ride through their flourishing kingdom, hope and prosperity in their wake. Fields of grain sway in the breeze, a golden testament to their benevolent rule, shimmering under the sun's gaze. Their figures stand out against the vibrant landscape, symbols of unity and peace. A gentle breeze whispers through the kingdom, carrying with it the promise of a bright future.